Hey guys, Jessica Caver Lindholm here. We're actually going for a walk, but I really wanted to share this message with you. So me and the pups and all of us are going for a walk together. All right, you want to take the Lilo? I could maybe manage her. All right, guys, let me know when you hop on and say hi. We've got Luke here for support. We've got the muscle. All right, well, hopefully everything's rocking and rolling. I can't totally see the screen, but I can see it enough. There's nothing stranger than walking down your street, videotaping yourself. Hey, Jocelyn. Okay, cool. Good. I'm glad you guys can see me. All right, who all is here? I'm excited to talk to you about this today. It's kind of a funny title. It's something that came up in my mind as I was thinking about how to explain this to you guys. And I was like, this sounds just like when you're dating the guy that you shouldn't be dating. Who all is here? Say hi as you hop on. I want to make sure you can see me and hear me. I don't normally do these when I'm out for a walk, but it's so gorgeous that I can't miss this. It's not weird at all. Do you want to be in front of me?
Why don't I go in front? How about that?
Let's just follow Luke.
Oh,
this
good.
isn't weird at all. Luke wanted me to clarify the title of this video. No? You don't want me to do that anymore? Do you want to wait till you're listening to your podcast so that you don't know what I'm saying? Okay. Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me. Comment down below. I'm not sure if I'm seeing any comments or not. So let me know as you hop on, as you say hi, all that goodness. And we will get started here. So what I was going to talk to you guys about, mainly just making sure you can hear me and the wind's not taking it away. Jocelyn, can you hear me all right? Is everything coming through? But what I want to, comment below, just so I know you guys. I'm going to keep going for a second and I'll check back in a sec. What I want to talk to you guys about is basically what the title says. Pushing a non-soul desire is like dating a guy who looks good on paper that you really need to be breaking up with. What are you doing, Lil? Come on, let's go. I don't think I'm seeing comments. Give me random emojis or anything down there so I can see if I can see these. Make sure that everything is rocking and rolling. It's working good on this end, but I can't see anything coming in. Which happened to me last week when I was doing my Turned On Rich and Free Academy ladies doing their coaching call. I could see the comments on my phone, but I couldn't see them on my laptop. So hopefully that's not what's going on right now, as I can see them on my laptop, which is at the house and not on my phone. Hey, okay. Comment, give me a comment here, guys. Just type anything. Jocelyn, Nikki, Amy, I can see that you guys are watching. I'm just not getting any comments. So I want to make sure this is rocking and rolling here. Yay! Okay, maybe it's working. No, Lil, we're not chasing spiders right now. We're going for a walk. We're all going for a walk together. Isn't this fun? I've got the Lilo, and I've got the Luke behind me. All right, I'm going to give you the little one because I'm afraid I'm going to trip over her leash, and that'd be an epic Facebook Live watching me fall, but not that epic. All right, I'll let you go ahead, my love. I'll also not get hit by a car in my Facebook Live. Okay, cool. Hey guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started now that I can see you guys and ideally you can hear me. So what I want to talk about is basically when you're pushing a non-soul desire, it's like dating someone you know you shouldn't be dating. But you're like, but he looks so good on paper. He went to the great school. He makes me laugh sometimes. He's whatever, like, oh, it's the hill part of this walk. This part always gets me when I'm trying to like do a Facebook Live. We think, there's all these reasons that we're like, on paper, this guy looks awesome. This is definitely who I should be dating. This is definitely who I should be spending time with. But you know, like in your heart, in your soul, you know if it's not a good fit. And it's like, nah, probably should be breaking up with that person, right? Well, bringing this back to business, we do this all the time in business. We're like, hey, this offer makes so much sense. I should totally be putting this out there. That makes logical sense, right? Of course I should charge that amount. Of course that's how it should be. And this is exactly what I've been doing with my inner circle. And I've already done a Facebook Live on adjusting things and coming into more alignment and shared that with you guys. And to be totally honest, even after that, it was like, oh, I feel great, I'm on fire, and nah, something's still off. And it's exactly like dating the wrong person. It's like well, it looked good on paper. It'd been in my mind for months. This makes sense. It should be so much fun. And I would like journal on how amazing it'll be, how epic working with the clients will be, all of this stuff. But I wasn't being honest with myself. And so we're going to breathe because we're going up a hill. You guys can't tell. It looks like a small hill. But as fast as I talk, as many ideas come through my brain. My husband is laughing at me. Oh, by the way, my husband wanted me to clarify that the title of this video was not about him. It's not saying that that I am now abandoning my husband in any way, or that he was the guy that looked good on the paper that isn't actually good. It was more just I was in the bathroom getting ready to go out for this walk and thinking about how we do this, especially as women. We like put ourselves in this space where, well, but it looks good on paper, and what if another great opportunity doesn't come along, and what if this is it? What if this is the one chance, or whatever it is that we make up in our minds? And it's never that way. Whew. Finally at the top of the hill. Hallelujah. Oh my goodness. Let's get across the street here and over on the trails, and then we'll be flat and easy. See who all is here. Hey guys. So what ended up happening is I've had this idea for my inner circle for a while. And it's like everything in theory made sense. Everything made sense. It's like it felt good. It looked good. Lovely ladies are reaching out. Like, why wouldn't you do this, right? But here's what happened this morning. And I've been like journaling on this for over a week now. And part of the reason I want to share it with you guys is I know you guys go through the same thing. When you're like, why isn't this thing working? Why isn't this thing selling? And it was less about that for me. Because I know at this point that if something isn't like working or isn't selling, it has nothing to do with like, I'm not going to take it personally. It's not like there's something wrong with me or there's something wrong with my business, right? That's the big shift that I really recommend that you guys make, is it's not about you. It's about not being in alignment. Because when you're in alignment with your offers, they're so easy. It's like sales just roll in and you don't even know where they're coming from. You could be talking about anything not even related to the offer and it's going to sell. But if something isn't in alignment, it's not going to sell no matter what you do. So here's what happened. And that's what's leading me to share kind of this big announcement, but also for you to be able to look at this in your own business and see, where are you not being in alignment? Where are you not being honest with yourself? That's what came up for me this morning, is I oftentimes will pull tarot cards for myself. And let me know, can you guys still hear me? Because this breeze feels amazing, but it might sound a little loud going across my speaker. Hey, Sophie. Can you guys hear that all right? It's not too loud? Tell me in the comments below when you have a sec. So I oftentimes will pull tarot cards, and I use them almost like journaling exercises, journal prompts. They get me inspired and excited and like help me get clear on what's actually going on. And so I pulled a card this morning. I was like, I don't know if I'm totally understanding the situation. So I pulled another card, and this card, what it meant to me, I'm trying to remember what it even was. It was like the 7 of Swords, and it was like these 6 swords, and it had this fox like laying slyly on the 7th sword, like hiding it. And so what I do when I pull a card is, first and foremost, I ask myself, like, what does this mean to me? Because usually that first hit that I get is the real message, and then there's usually some more that'll come through from like the actual description and everything of it. Okay, cool, you can see it. Amazing, cool. And so what that meant to me when I saw that, and I saw like this lighting is much better than how we've been, huh? Was that I was hiding something. This is what it felt like. I was hiding something, and really deep down what it meant for me is that I wasn't being honest with myself. And I was like, okay, because I'd just written down in my journal at that point, like, what do you desire? And I was like, well, I desire this amazing community and, you know, the space in the Turned On Rich and Free Academy, which is my highest level mastermind that I am obsessed with. And I'm, for those of you who are in there, you know, like, I'm in there so many times every single day answering questions. It's like very rare that a day goes by that every question in there isn't answered, because I'm so passionate about that community. And just like I'm putting bonus resources in there all the time. We do coaching calls every single week. I just put an opportunity in the group to start featuring them in front of my audience of almost 30,000 people, because those are the women, I'm like, those are my ladies. Those are the ladies that I'm taking care of, not taking care of like they're my children, but that like I'm committed to. And so I'd written down like, you know, what I desire is this big full space in this community. And I was like, okay, but like, what am I not being honest with myself? And as I kept asking that question, like a couple things came up. And one of them was that I felt this pressure to make things happen. Like, can't just allow the money to naturally come. You got to make it happen. Well, that's not true. And the pressure to do one-on-one coaching, and that's how I have to make it happen, also not true. And there were all of these things that were still underlying and pushing away my desires. Can you guys see these bushes? I don't know if you can see them or not. It is like pure gorgeous flowers all over here. It's so beautiful out right now. A hummingbird just went by. Oh, this is my heaven. And so what I realized is I wasn't being honest with myself. That if I'm being totally honest with myself, that I didn't actually really want to do the inner circle at that point. I didn't want to be in a long-term commitment one-on-one coaching program. It wasn't my style anymore. We are your children. No, I'm not taking you on as my children, Keisha. However, I don't have kids, and I do sometimes feel like my clients are my children because I care so much about you guys, but not quite that intense of a relationship. Hey, girl. Hey, Brittany. Good to see you. Hi, Lamorla. All right, we're going to walk by someone who's mowing, so it might be loud for a second. But I know that this can be so helpful for you guys, what I went through, for you as well, because exactly what the title says, and the loud mower. Hopefully it's not too loud. Just because it looks good on paper, just because it even sounds good in your mind, just because you've affirmed it 900 times, just because you've given yourself 4,000 reasons why it's a good idea, doesn't mean that it's a soul desire, doesn't mean that it's in alignment, doesn't mean that you're meant to follow that. And so this is where we throw ourselves off. And I think there's been times where I've spent months, if not years, pushing and focusing on and promoting the non-soul desires. And then we're like, why aren't these working? It's because we're trying to make something happen, right? And that's the issue. So, bringing it full circle, full around right now. Just because something looks good on paper, just because it makes sense logically, just because the pricing should sell, just because whatever you want to say about it, does not mean it's a soul desire. And so when I was pulling those tarot cards this morning and getting honest with myself, I realized I didn't want to do the inner circle. If I'm being totally honest here, which I am, not in the way that I had it planned, not in this I'm going to work with this many women over this amount of time. I didn't want to. And so one of the funniest things is I keep no secrets from you guys. I'm like, well, I could keep secrets, but instead I just tell everything over video on a daily basis and actually feel so much more uncomfortable if I don't tell you guys all my secrets over video. And the reason I do it is because it'll help you. I know it will. And I know that there's so much pressure to be so perfect and to do things right. And it's all a bunch of bullshit. Your job is to just keep aligning with your soul, to just keep coming back to that space of truth, to, yes, okay, sometimes feel the fears and to take action anyways, or to feel not good enough, or to feel whatever. Sometimes it's okay to just feel that for a minute and then to choose differently. And so that's what was coming up. It was even less about fear for me. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, why isn't this thing happening? It was, this doesn't feel the way that everything always feels for me, which is easy and fun and flow and aligned. And so I was like, you're not being honest with yourself. Get honest with yourself. What do you actually want? Here's what I actually want. I now choose to receive $100,000 a month, whether I do a damn thing or not. One, okay? Because I have not given myself that full permission. It was more like I still had to do something. I was still going to have to put something out there. No, I now choose to receive that amount of money no matter what, just by being me. Catching my breath. Silly hills. Can you guys see this? It is so green out right now. There's my baby and my puppies. This is my heaven. It is so gorgeous here. This is my favorite place in the world. As soon as spring and summer hits, not that I'm trying to get everyone to move to Colorado, but look at how gorgeous this is. All right, I'm going to talk here for a minute because it's not going to get better than this view. This is what it comes down to. Are you brave enough to dump the guy who looks good on paper that isn't your soulmate? Are you brave enough to dump the idea or the thing that you feel like you should be selling or the business that should make sense and say yes to your true dreams. That's what I'm really, really, really getting at more than anything, is that you get to have soulmate everything, everywhere, not just in one or two areas. And if something isn't working in the way that you expected it to, it's because you're either pushing it away or honestly, universe is protecting you. It knows deep down that that's not in your best interest. So it was so perfect for this not to feel the way that I kept saying I wanted it to, because deep down in my heart, I kept feeling I don't know. Are you sure? And this second guessing of it. And I was even saying to a coach and a colleague recently, I was like, I shouldn't have to keep affirming that I want this so badly if I just wanted it, right? Like, you don't have to do that. Like, if you know you love a certain food or that you are obsessed with a person or in love with someone, you don't have to keep affirming it. You just are. And so this is the thing. It wasn't obvious because there were parts of it that I did love. And this is why it's just like a relationship. There's always going to be like, well, no, I love and respect that person. No, I love and respect that idea. That idea may swing back. That idea may become part of my business again in the future. But for right now, here's what I've decided. I get to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a month just by being me. I get to serve greatly and be the most authentic, aligned version of me. I get to connect with women around the world and just by speaking my truth, help them remember who they are. I get messages every single day from people who are like, I wasn't even on your list and I stumbled across your Facebook Live and boom, it changed everything. That's what I now choose. That's what I now choose. And so from that space, from that aligned space, from speaking from my soul space, I then get to ask myself, well, what am I most excited about right now? How do I want to help others? How do I want to serve others? Well, I'm freaking obsessed with my academy, with my high-level mastermind, my Turned On Rich and Free Academy. It is literally where I'm at every single day, all the time, because it is so much fun, because I love and adore the women in there. And literally, I find myself like every single day thinking up new ways that I can support those ladies, that I can inspire them. Like, it's a space that when I'm journaling and I have an aha, that's the first place I share it, is with the Turned On Rich and Free Academy, so they can use it in their journaling as well. And then I come back and answer questions, and then we have our weekly mastermind calls, and then I randomly put out VIP days. Like, we have one next week in Vegas that I wasn't even planning on doing. And I was like, well, I'm going to Vegas and I kind of want to rent this 2-story suite. Like, just as well invite my academy ladies, because why would I not want to hang out with them all the time? Because they're the totally visionary, badass women that I want to be around. And so now a bunch of my ladies are coming there. Next month, I'm hosting a VIP day here in Colorado. I've been like planning it out to be this big thing and possibly be an event. And today I'm like, I don't think that's the aligned thing. I think what I want to do is host it in my house. I want my ladies, my academy ladies, to like move in with me for the day, to come do life in this way, to see how easy it can be. I'll probably do one in LA in July. I definitely would like to do one in Mexico. I'm considering going to Europe and doing something there. I've been talking with someone who's in Ireland, quizzing her on the best times to travel to Ireland for a day. And that's what Turned On Rich and Free Academy is. It's this spaciousness to step into who you're meant to be and be in this incubator of people who get you, who support you exactly as you are. And so when I realized, I'm like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to talk about. So I've reopened Turned On Rich and Free Academy, and I've reopened it at the founder's rate because it feels good. Everything else, every other decision I was making was coming from logic and what I should do. I don't run my business that way, and I'm not running my life that way. So that's what feels good to me at the moment. If it's something you're interested in, if you'd like to join us, if you'd like to take advantage of that really incredible price point, I haven't had a single person not be like blown away by the price point and how incredible it is. Message me up above, click the link. It'll open up in Messenger and just say, hey Jess, send me more details about Turned On Rich and Free Academy. And the cool thing is everything's waiting for you. So as soon as you get signed up, you get instant access to the entire mastermind. We have weekly mastermind calls. You can look at the upcoming VIP days and decide which one of those you want to come to, or if you want to meet me in person. You get all access pass to all of my programs that I've created up to this point, and anything I create in the next 6 months. I'm in there multiple times a day. It's like, that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. If we're getting totally honest here, which we are. So what this is me breaking up with the guy who looks good on paper. My husband wanted me to clarify that that is not him. I'm still happily married and will stay happily married. But that's what I've decided. So the question is now for you, Where are you doing things because you think you should? Where are you following the logic? Where are you following what other people say you should be doing instead of following your gut, right? Where are you denying your soul desires? Where are you ignoring your soul desires? What do you need to break up with? Is it just checking the ground? I'm like, there's no snakes or something. Make sure I pay a little bit of attention here. But tell me in the comments below, what is your true desire? Or where have you been? Is there something in your life that you feel like you should be doing, that you keep pushing, but you know in your heart of hearts, that's not what you're meant to be doing right now? But it makes sense, right? It's logical. It's what you should do. With all the love in the world, fuck the logical, what you should do. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to set you free. And come on, look at this view. If there's anywhere that we should be talking about freedom, this is freedom to me. To be able to just walk out here in the middle of the day with my husband and my pups and go for a walk and be able to speak to all of you guys and share this and know that it's going to help you remember who you actually are and how easy it can be, right? Any questions you have for me, anything that I can support you with today. And for all of you who did reach out about Inner Circle, this is even better. You're going to get access to, first of all, it's like a quarter of the price. So why not get literally everything that was included in my Inner Circle, just less one-on-one coaching for 75% off? Kind of a steal. It is a steal. Oh my gosh, I can just hear the hummingbirds like crazy right now. I love hummingbirds. They're one of my favorites. They're epic to me. But yeah, because I know so many of you, because I know Brittany, I think you'd reached out, some of the other ladies about that. Turned On Rich and Free Academy is open. It's my mastermind. I would love to work with you in that space. Don't hesitate to reach out and message me if you have any questions. The link above will take you right over there. Hi, Marianne. Hey, Brooke. I get to see Marianne in Vegas next week. Can't wait. Hi, Beverly. Terry, good to see you. Any questions you guys have for me? I'm going to keep walking. Otherwise, this is going to be the longest walk ever that I didn't actually go very far on, which is okay. Just to be able to be out here and soak up the sunshine makes me a very happy girl. XO. Yeah, totally, Terry. And Terry's part of Turned On Rich and Free Academy. So is Marianne. It's an epic community. It's really it's an incubator. It's a space to get to step into this next level without it being difficult. So look around. What do you need to break up with? What looks good on paper but really isn't serving you anymore? What have you kept in your life for fear of, if you let it go, basically for fear? What'll happen? What's the next step? That's how easy it can be, and the easier it gets, the easier it gets. One of my favorite questions that I've been journaling on lately is, what would I be doing right now if I had no obligations? And I've been living by that. And it's like, okay, right now, I'd be out here going for a walk, chatting with you guys. Can you even see how green this is? It has been raining like crazy. It's like so beautiful out here right now. Peace. Peace, my loves. Best decision ever. And Terry's such an incredible example of how this all works. Terry, I know we've talked about this before, but you weren't even on my list, right? It was like you stumbled across my Facebook Live, probably like this. We were talking about Turned On Rich and Free Academy. You were like, I'm in, and messaged me. And it's just like every single woman in there. And that's the cool thing. It's all the way from people who are just starting their businesses to women who already have 7-figure businesses. It's across the board. It's not about where you're at in your business. It's about what your desire is. And it's about what your energy is. I had no idea who you were. You're still like, I don't know who this crazy lady is. I don't know how it got into this crazy community. But it's like, I get those messages daily. And I didn't get those in the past so much of I just stumbled across your random Facebook Live. And this has changed my life. And like I said, I get them every single day now. Because I know that when you speak your truth and you live your truth and you put that out there on a daily basis, align, message, sell. It's really all the more complicated it ever needs to get. When you do that every single day, you're basically giving every person around you who comes across your path permission to be themselves. And that's the whole goal, right? It's just to remember who you actually are. You don't need some complicated marketing plan or any of that. This isn't a very complicated marketing plan. Align, message, sell. Just that today I decided to align, message, and sell all at the same time while on a walk. And that too is a possibility. So if you have questions, click the link up above. It goes to my messenger. I'm happy to answer anything and everything. I brought it back to the founder's rate because it feels good. That's all I do. Follow the feel good, my loves. It just keeps getting easier and easier. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Yeah, man. Just think about how complicated I even made it myself, and it's like I kept coming back to alignment, but I knew something was off. So I finally broke up with the idea that didn't feel good and went back to what does feel good, and that's what matters over and over again. All right, any questions you guys have? I'm happy to answer any and everything. Am I using a selfie stick? No, I'm using my arms and they're getting tired. This is my workout, Terry. Go for a walk and hold my giant iPhone out for like however long we've been out here. Isometrics. It's gonna give me the best biceps ever. No selfie sticks. Any other questions? Terry always has the good random questions. Hey, Suzanne. Actually, Terry, because you asked me this question the other day and I keep getting it and I haven't said it. My mascara is from, oh God, It Cosmetics. I think it's called Superhero. I keep getting, you got all nauseous and boobs. I keep getting all these questions about my mascara. These are my eyelashes. I don't have extensions. They drive me nuts. I have It Cosmetic Superhero. I think that's the name of the mascara. Hopefully my skin looks okay. I just got a peel 2 days ago, so it might be falling off a little bit, but hopefully not too much. Got all nostrils and boobs when I walked and talked. Yeah, you definitely have to look at the camera a certain amount. That's why I let my husband take the dogs, because even with my little one, I knew that I was going to fall over her. That's why I've been trying to even watch what I'm doing here. I'm like, don't fall off the path. Don't step on a snake. I don't think there are any. Let's keep our fingers crossed. No snakes. But yeah, shoot for no nostrils and boobs when you walk and talk. Gotta keep it high, but not too close. That's the secret. Thank you. Love the skincare. Trying it now. Awesome. Yeah. I love that stuff too. I can't remember the name. That's why I had to send you a picture of it, Terry. See, this is the other things that we talk about in Turned On Rich and Free Academy. Yes, we talk about business, but we also talk about mindset and aligning and makeup and skincare and every other random thing you could possibly think of, because really it's all inclusive, and what you do in one way, you do in all ways, right? So it's how can you align? How can you have soulmate everything in all the ways? Need to break up with the cheap pricing, Jess? Yeah, if you're under... What just was that? It just flew and landed on my hand and then okay. See, Tara, I almost just got nostrils and boobs as well. That's what happens when there's giant bugs that you weren't expecting. So it really is all areas. And aligning and breaking up with things can go in a lot of different directions. So interestingly enough, what I just broke up with was my higher level, or was my higher price program. My inner circle was $20,000. And my academy is a fraction of that. So it's not always you have to raise your prices, but as long as it feels good, that's what it's about. It's are you making the decision from love or fear? Always, always, always. Are you making the decision from love or fear? Because that's all the more complicated it ever needs to be. And deep down, I think there was some part of me that was making that decision from fear, because I felt that I should, or because I kept getting all these requests about private coaching and I didn't have enough whatever at that point, alignment, guts, whatever you want to call it, to just say, no, I don't have any one-on-one coaching available right now. Instead, I just kept feeling like I needed to put something else together, or that it was time for the next level thing. Nope, actually, this is what I want to do. And I may or may not put one-on-one out. There's some one-on-one included in my academy, but it may never get more complicated than that. Or in 2 months, I might put something out, or 6 weeks, or I don't know. But that's the thing. I don't have to decide, and I get to choose daily, and it gets to be easy. Is that a picture of a nose, Terry? Yeah, I'm glad I gave you the close-up, the bug nose. Any other questions, guys? So if you're interested, go ahead and drop any questions down below. I'm going to wrap up here in just a second, because we're going to head back into the residential area, and I prefer just to show you guys this gorgeous area. Oh my gosh. Let's play this game. This is my favorite journaling prompt. What would I be doing right now if there were no obligations? What do I want to do right now since there are no obligations? I feel a bike ride in my near future. A bike ride and possibly a patio and possibly a brewery. That's what I feel coming up in my near future. I'm very psychic. I know it to be true. Man. I always say that I don't go to the gym, and I don't, but that's probably because I walk around. I don't need to. I just walk around and hold up a super heavy phone. Like I said, isometrics. This is my bicep workout. And then I bike to a brewery. All the workouts are taken care of, and I get a beer at the end, so it works out really well. Okay, any questions? Anything else you guys want to know about? Otherwise, if you're interested in Turned On Rich and Free Academy, just message me up above. Like I said, it's reopened at the founders rate because it felt good. I think there's a couple more spots next week too. If any of you want to meet me in Vegas, for anyone who signs up for Turned On Rich and Free Academy, I'm hosting a VIP day next week in Vegas at the gorgeous Vidara Hotel. It's a 5-star resort and spa, and it's got, we have a 2-story suite in there that is epic and beautiful, overlooking the Bellagio fountains. It's going to be a full day of coaching, lunches included. We're going to have an amazing cocktail celebration toast at the end of the day. So all of that goodness is there for you. Yeah, if you want more details, if you want to join me in the academy, click the link up above in the description. Now I'm going to not get hit by a car. I'm going to safely cross the street. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, we're going to wrap. Because I know when I'm going to elevator music, it's probably time for me to stop talking. All right, loves. Well, to Living Free, I'll see you soon. Break up with anything that's no longer serving you. I don't care if it's a person or part of your business or whatever. You get to have soulmate everything in all areas. And the more that you listen to your soul and listen to your truth, the easier it gets, okay? The easier it gets, the easier it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. Don't overcomplicate it. Life is not more complicated than that. Choose better. Align daily. Align, message, sell. Easy stuff. Promise. Promise, promise. All right, my loves, anything else you have? To Living Free, I'll see you soon. This is Jessica K. Lindholm.